Some of the most popular online side hustles are completely overrated. They look very promising at first glance, but once you actually try them out, you start to see the truth that a lot of them pay almost nothing. They take way more time than you expected, and then they leave you right back where you started. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 of the most overrated side hustles that you are being pitched on today. And one of them might actually surprise you because it's one of the most recommended ways to earn online. So the first one has been around forever, and it consistently gets hyped up year after year. I'm talking about paid surveys. The idea sounds simple. You just hop on your phone, you answer a few questions, and then you get paid. That's why so many beginners flop to it, because they're thinking, hey, I'm already on my phone anyway, so I might as well get paid while I'm at it. But the reality of it is that a lot of these survey sites only pay $1 or maybe $2, and that's after 20 to 30 minutes of clicking through a bunch of boring questions. That's less than minimum wage, my friend. You can actually make more money mowing somebody's lawn than you'll make an entire week of doing surveys. And the money is just one of the problems. One of the bigger problems is that you're not building anything great. Once you stop answering surveys, that little $1 to $2 that you're making every 30 minutes also stops. There's no growth involved, there's no real skills being developed, and there's no way to turn this into something bigger. That's why paid surveys are one of the most overrated side hustles out there. It seems easy. People are always pitching you on it because, hey, they get paid to refer you to the website. But the truth is, with these online surveys, you're going to be stuck trading your time for just pennies. Now, surveys is one thing, small money for small tasks, but this next one gets hyped up way more than that. It's actually being hyped up as one of the most profitable business models out there. And while it sounds impressive, most people don't even make money with it. They don't even make it past their first couple of months. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about starting a social media marketing agency. The pitch goes like this. They tell you to go out there and you find a local business, whether it's plumbing, electrician, gym, whatever. And you tell them that you will run their social media for them and charge them $1,000 a month. And they also tell you that you don't need any special skills to do this. All you have to do is just use their pre-made templates and post them. But here's the truth. Most businesses out there are being pitched this all the time, and they've hired many people before you to do this exact same thing. And what happens is they started realizing that a lot of the content being posted to their social media is not actually bringing them in customers. Think about it. A restaurant doesn't care if their social media feed looks aesthetic. They don't care anything about that. What they care about is if their seats are full on Friday night. A dentist doesn't care if you post a nice Canva graphic about brushing your teeth. What they care about is having new patients walking through that door. And this is the part that most beginners don't realize when they're being pitched is running a real agency takes real skills. You got to know how to create ads that work. You got to know how to generate leads. You got to know how to create content that converts into real customers. If all you're doing is just copying and posting ads to their social media, it's just a matter of time before your client says, hey, this isn't worth it. I can just do this myself. That's why this model gets hyped up as an easy business, but for beginners, this is one of the most overrated side hustles out there because it takes way more than what they say. Now, this next one may be even worse because it's a place where beginners jump in by the thousands only to find out that the competition is so thick that it almost makes it impossible to earn anything. And that place is called Fiverr. Now, don't get me wrong, Fiverr is a legit company. It's very legit. I've done videos on it in the past. But The thing with Fiverr is when people first get started, let me explain why it's overrated. When people first get started on Fiverr, they're usually told to go out there and offer the same exact basic services that everyone else is offering. Simple logo designs, SEO services, writing short blog posts, etc. The problem with that is there are thousands, there are already thousands of people offering those same exact services. And many of them usually have hundreds of 5-star reviews. So that's what makes it overrated and hard for a newbie to even stand out. That leads to what I call a race to the bottom. You either lower your prices so much that you're basically working for free, or you keep your prices higher and barely get noticed. Neither option is worth it if you're trying to make real income online. And here's the other problem that I have with working on Fiverr. Some buyers on there expect a lot from you, even when they're paying very little. Like you may get an order for $10, but that buyer wants unlimited revisions. They want constant communication. They want delivery within 24 hours. By the time you're done, you realize that you've spent hours on one single project and barely even made enough to cover lunch. That's why Fiverr for most people can end up being more frustrating than profitable. Yes, there are some people who crack the code on there, and they do that by offering very specific or rare skills. If you're someone who's brand new or you have nothing unique to offer, Fiverr can quickly feel like a dead end. But at least on Fiverr, there is a possibility that you can get paid a few bucks with this next overrated side hustle. The payouts are so tiny that you'll wonder why you even bothered. And I'm talking about microtasks. You know those little online jobs that you hear everyone talk about on YouTube, where you tag a few photos, type a few words, or test websites? Yeah, well, it sounds simple. You think to yourself, hey, I can do this while sitting on the couch, watching a good movie or something. But here's the catch. A lot of these tasks only pay a few cents. Like you can spend up to 30 minutes working and not even earn enough money to buy a bag of chips. And I'm being for real. The other problem that I have with this side hustle is there's no guaranteed of steady work. Like you may log in one day, ready to earn, and no task available. This happens all the time and no one seems to talk about it. Like you may click on something and it's already gone because someone else grabbed it first. So not only is the pay really, really low, most of the time there's no work available. And just like with surveys, once you stop, the money also stops. There's no growth happening. There's no way to build onto this. There's no skills being developed. The only thing that's happening is you trading hours of your time for pocket change. Now, these microtask jobs can eat up your time for pennies, but the next one on the list is the one that everybody seems to be talking about because it seems really easy on the surface, but once you try it out, you start to realize that it's one of the toughest side hustles out there. And I'm talking about Amazon KDP low content books. This is the side hustle that everyone's raving about. It's literally taking the internet by storm. And the reason why is because the pitch goes like this. You don't have to be an expert writer. You don't have to write a full novel or have some big creative skills. All you have to do is just create a simple design, maybe a blank journal with a few lines on it, upload it to Amazon, and every time someone purchases it, you earn passive income. It sounds great, but here's the truth. The market is completely flooded. There are thousands of people uploading the same exact book every single day. Just go to Amazon and do a quick search like gratitude journals, and it'll bring you back hundreds of almost identical options. Unless you're spending money on ads or you already have another way to drive traffic, your book is going to sit there with zero sales. And even if you do make sales, the profit margins are small. Like most of these books sell for maybe $5 to $10. But after Amazon takes its cut, you're only left with $1 or $2. That means you need hundreds or even thousands of sales to make it worthwhile. Now, it's not impossible to make money with KDP, but the hype out there make it sounds way easier than it really is. Beginners come into this and they think that they can just click a few buttons, upload a few journals, and retire. But reality is, it takes a lot of uploads. It's a lot of competition, and the payouts are still very small. That's why this side hustle is so overrated in 2025, because it looks simple in a quick video, but in practice, this is one of the hardest ways to earn a decent amount of money online. So here's the big picture. Yes, you can make money with surveys, agencies, Fiverr gigs, microtask, and even KDP books. But what you don't see in most of those videos hyping them up is that most people quit after a short time because they either burn out or it's just not worth their time and effort. And for beginners, these are some of the most hyped up or overrated side hustles out there because they don't really give you anything that grows. Once you stop working, the money stops. And in most cases, the money isn't much to begin with. My advice, if you want to build an income that's actually worth your time, you should focus on something that pays you back for the effort you put in, something that can grow, something that builds real skills, and something that doesn't trap you trading your time for pennies. That's why I focus on digital products and affiliate marketing, because you don't need a huge budget to get started. In some cases, you can start for free in affiliate marketing. You can start earning. It doesn't take you years. You can earn while you learn, and you also build real skills in the process. So if you want to learn how to do this step by step, I actually done a free training on how I set one of my affiliate programs up step by step. And if you want access to that training, the link will be below in the description.